Well, as you all know, Attorney General David Yost has sent me a letter of resignation effective June 7th at midnight, 2026. It is now my responsibility to appoint a person to serve for the remainder of the Attorney General's term. The Attorney General's office is an extremely important job. I first saw that as a young 25-year-old assistant prosecuting attorney in Greene County, and then saw it as I was elected to the prosecutor's job and served in that position as well. So for a little over 6 years, I served as a prosecutor in Greene County. I saw it every single day, the importance of the Attorney General's office. As you know, the Attorney General is in charge of a number of different things. But one of the things he is in charge of, that person is in charge of, is our crime lab at BCI and the BCI investigators. Many days I can remember as a young prosecutor when Sheriff Bradley had a tough case, had a case that needed to be investigated, the crime scene needed to be worked. I can hear him say, call BCI. That is something that happens every single day in Ohio. The work of the Attorney General is absolutely essential to law enforcement throughout the state. The Attorney General also, of course, is the lawyer for the state, which is also a very important position. I had the opportunity to serve 8 years as the Attorney General of the state and had the chance every single day to get even better understanding of the importance of the office. After a great deal of careful consideration, it is my decision to appoint Andy Wilson as the next Attorney General of the state of Ohio. Andy has a very distinguished career. He's a graduate of Wright State University, University of Dayton School of Law, served in the Ohio National Guard, served as Clark County prosecuting attorney, which is where I first had the opportunity to meet him. When I became governor, I named him as senior advisor for criminal justice matters. In 2022, I named him as director of public safety. Public safety has approximately 4,000 employees, so it is a big office. It has 10 separate divisions. Probably the most prominent is, of course, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, but also includes Homeland Security, the Emergency Management Agency, our Narcotics Intelligence Center that we created, as well as the School Safety Center that we created, and more. There's a total of 10. So I have great confidence that Andy Wilson will do a great job as the Attorney General of the state of Ohio. I base that on my experience in watching him in Clark County, but also frankly on my experience in working with him on a daily basis since I became governor of the state. I might also mention that when Pike County needed an additional lawyer to prosecute one of the Pike County murder cases, Andy Wilson, I asked Andy to go to Pike County and to carry out that duty. And he did, of course, a great job. Now, let me introduce Andy Wilson. Andy, thank you.
Thank you. The very first thing I have to do here this morning is I have to introduce my family who is here with me. So to my immediate left is my wife, Libby, my youngest daughter, Ainsley, my oldest daughter, Josie, and Josie's longtime boyfriend, Alex. Governor, I cannot thank you enough for this opportunity. Not only for this opportunity, but the opportunity to serve you as director of the Ohio Department of Public Safety. It's been an amazing experience. It has been, we've had incredible opportunities to serve the people of Ohio, keep people safe, and I look forward to continuing that service at the Ohio Attorney General's office. I also thank you for the type of boss you've been to me. You've given me the leeway really to kind of make the decisions that I felt was right for the department, and you supported those decisions when I made it. So I certainly appreciate everything that you've done for me, and it's an honor, again, to serve in this new capacity. I also want to thank the people of the Ohio Department of Public Safety, the men and women who work in the trenches there every day. We have incredible public servants who have dedicated their entire career. They wake up every morning focused on how to keep Ohioans safe. And over the past 3.5 years, every time I've needed something or every time I've asked for something at this level, they've delivered up here. And it's been an amazing experience. It's really been probably the best professional experience of my life up to this point. Then, of course, I want to thank my family. It's been long hours. It's been lots of sacrifice. And I know with this new position, over the 7 months that I'm going to serve in that position, that there will be more sacrifices and long hours that we have to make. Governor, what I want you and the people of Ohio to know this morning as I move into this new position is that I will do my duty. You know, I learned the value of duty. I learned what duty means really as a young leader in the Army. And, you know, I have had incredible opportunities throughout my professional career to serve the people of Ohio, the people of Clark County, the people of the various organizations in which I've worked. And through that, I've understood the responsibility of leadership and what it means to do your duty. And the first people that duty is to, the first group that duty is to the Ohioans that we serve. I want everybody listening to this to know that during the 7 months that I'm in this office, I will wake up every morning fully dedicated to serving the people of Ohio. The people who deserve an Attorney General who fights crime, who seeks justice, and again, who wakes up every morning with a focus of keeping them safe. That duty also goes to our law enforcement partners. And I want our law enforcement partners to understand that, again, in that 7 months, we will do everything we can to support you in every way you need to keep the people safe that you're responsible for keeping safe. I also want the men and women who currently work at the Attorney General's office to know that I will do my duty every day towards them. I will bring energy and passion to this job every single day. When I was a young lieutenant in the Army, I was getting ready to go out really to my first unit, and there was an old kind of grumpy sergeant who pulled all of us young lieutenants together. And he said, hey, look, when you come to a new unit, the best thing that you can bring, the most valuable leadership trait you have is your energy and your passion for the job. And I've taken that with me in every position that I've been in. And what I found is that passion and that energy is contagious. So I'm coming to the Attorney General's office, and we're going to go, for the 7 months that I'm there, we're going to go 100 miles an hour. And we're going to lead with energy and passion. We're going to serve each other. It is really the premier investigative agency and law firm in the state. And I look forward to serving with the professionals over there every day in again, serving the people of Ohio. Again, Your Honor, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this opportunity, and it truly is an honor to be here and moving into this position. Thank you. Thank you.
Frankly, has to start conversations today with the men and women in the Attorney General's office, and certainly, you know, with the Attorney General. There's a lot goes on in that office, and you know, time was moving forward, so it's very important. So I made the decision, made the final decision late yesterday afternoon, and we wanted to share that with you as soon as we could.
For General Wilson, there's a retrial coming up in the First Energy case that's going to be scheduled for September. Do you have any plans to alter the course of that prosecution?
So there are many cases that the Attorney General's office handles. My plan is to sit down with the staff that is over there. I've learned through my career that trial prosecutors know the best about each and every case. I'm going to go through each and every case that they have, and I'm going to evaluate each and every case on its merits.
What are some of your priorities in this new position?
Yeah, well, I think I just did a pretty good job of laying those out. You know, we're going to serve the people. We're going to get back to some of the basics with respect to the crime lab, with respect to BCI, with respect to support to our partner agencies across the state. So, you know, obviously, I'm going to do that. I'm going to, you know, position that office for the transition for whoever is next, for the next Attorney General coming in. And again, you know, I'm a Republican. I support Keith Faber. I've had the opportunity to talk to Keith in the past about some of his priorities. So, you know, I look forward to working in that capacity as well.
Governor, you are more closely aligned in beliefs as you are with Andy Wilson than you were with Attorney General Dave Yost. Do you think that that will help some of your priorities moving forward as?
Well, first of all, I don't know that I accept the premise of that. The job of the Attorney General is to execute the law and to carry the law out. When I looked at, you know, going forward for the next 7 months, you know, I wanted someone who had high energy, someone who had real experience in the criminal justice area. So Andy Wilson's clearly, in my mind, the right person, although, you know, we had other very good people to pick from, and these decisions are never easy. So, you know, I came down thinking that Andy was the best choice, but we had other great choices as well.
Are you disappointed with Attorney General Dave Yost?
Did you consider appointing Keith Faber to the position? Why not?
Well, the answer is yes, but because, you know, that was certainly a possibility. But frankly, when I thought about that, it just seemed not the right thing to do. You know, I have great confidence that Keith Faber will be a very, very, very good Attorney General, and I support him for that. And you know, his election, I think, is essential. But the idea of appointing one or maybe all of the statewide office holders, which was certainly a distinct possibility, and certainly was an option, just didn't seem right to me. We have an election coming. We're only 6 months away from the election. For me to step in as governor and appoint literally every single statewide office holder just didn't look right to me, didn't seem right to me, didn't seem like something that I should do.
Are you disappointed in Dave Yost?
No, look, I'm not disappointed. No, look, this action is being taken because of his letter of resignation, and it became incumbent upon me to find the person to fill that position.
Governor, to that point,
I noticed Attorney General Yost is not here. Did you have a discussion of having him here and what kind of transition he'll have with Mr. Wilson?
No, I'm sure there'll be a very, very good transition.
And who's going to backfill Wilson?
Yeah, well, I'll have that announcement before Andy leaves this position. So.
Governor, you've appointed a U.S. Senator, you've appointed a Supreme Court Justice, now you're appointing an AG. These are all from people leaving the terms they were elected to. Do you feel the voters are being disrespected when office holders leave early for a new job?
No. You've given a list there, but remember, this started with now Vice President Vance going from being U.S. Senator to Vice President. And I don't think anyone would think that is leaving an office. He was assuming a much bigger and very important responsibility. So I'm proud of the choices I've made. And John Husted, who I think has been an excellent U.S. Senator, I think that was the right pick. Jim Tressel, is doing a phenomenal job as lieutenant governor. So. Anybody else?
When do you expect to have an announcement on the death penalty?
Well, I was going to do it today, but it seemed this you know.
Are you and Amy Wilson aligned on the death penalty?
Well, I don't really know, but what the issue, you know, if you'll recall, for 8 years, I carried out my duty as follow the law in the state of Ohio in regard to the death penalty. We were vigorous in doing that. That was the job, and as Andy, you know, has told you, his job is to follow the law. That's the job of the Attorney General. So the Attorney General will follow the law. I did it for 8 years.
Andy, when are you going to speak about the death penalty?
Well, it's coming up. It's coming up. Like I said, we were sort of planning on doing it today, but we'll do one thing at a time.
Director Wilson, what is your position on the death penalty?
So again, as the governor said, the death penalty is available currently under Ohio law. My job as Attorney General is to enforce, support, and uphold the law, and I will do that.
Andy, the governor and President Trump have now agreed on several different major policy issues, such as TPS for Haitian immigrants. I'm wondering where you stand on that issue, as well as some of the other issues involving, transgender individuals.
Yeah, so again, I was very involved in Springfield. I'm very intimate with the TPS issue. It's the current law. I will uphold, support, and enforce the current law with respect to whatever the political issue is.
Governor, as we continue to look at changes with Medicaid from the federal government, is there a plan to help people with chronic cancer so they can be able to remain with Medicaid or continue to be insured?
Look, we are constantly reviewing what we can and what we cannot do in regard to Medicaid, and constantly making decisions whether to seek waivers from the federal government or not to seek waivers. So that is certainly an ongoing process. Anybody else?
Have you gotten any indication yet on when the legislature might take up the appointment? They don't have to. My bad.
Good question, but it's
It's those processes, Governor, sometimes.
What do you think about if there was reporting of a deal between Apple and Intel? Do you think that happened recently on shipping? Do you think Intel had any bearing on the Ohio project?
well, I believe Intel is going to be making chips there. I have every confidence that will occur. So I'm still bullish on what will happen there. As I pointed out a number of times, they put billions and billions of dollars into the ground in Ohio. They're not going to walk away from it. And so, some of the news lately has been certainly more positive.
Have you been briefed on the hantavirus?
No.
Mr. Wilson, can you talk a little bit about the highlights of your tenure at Public Safety and as a follow-up, what you plan to do? This term is not indefinite, so what do you do come December, January, when the safety position is over?
Those are great questions. So first of all, the highlights of my time at Public Safety, it's hard to just narrow down to one. It has probably been the best job that I've ever had. Made so by the people that I get to work with and the job that we get to do in the service. I mean, so again, shortly after I was appointed over Public Safety, we were right into the East Palestine train derailment, and I was on the ground with the Highway Patrol in the middle of the night, going door to door, evacuating people from their homes. I've been on the ground in tornado-devastated areas, talking to people on their worst day at their worst moment. So the opportunity to serve those people at their greatest hour of need with the team that I've had to serve, and frankly from the boss that I've gotten to work with, who's given me a lot of berth in how I get to do it, it's just been amazing. And I hope to bring, again, those same experiences, that same passion over to the Attorney General's office. Now, it is a limited term. It's just like my wife's asking me this question all the time. What are you doing next? I'll cross whatever bridge comes my way when that time comes. I've always been a philosophy, even when I was elected county prosecutor, my philosophy has always been, look, you just go in, you do the best job you can in the position that you're in. You don't look for what's next. And by doing so, doors will open. And that's what I plan on doing here. I'm going to go in, we're going to serve the people, we're going to serve each other, we're going to serve our stakeholders, and then I'll cross whatever bridge I got to cross come January.
Just a quick follow-up. You said you're going to review all the cases that are pending in the AG's office. You didn't commit to following through with the First Energy retrial. Was that up in the air?
Well, look, I gotta sit down with the trial team. Let's talk about it. It's a mistrial. I want to know why it was a mistrial, why they think it was a mistrial. My experience as a prosecutor is such that the investigative team knows best about their case. I'd be negligent right now if I'm giving you opinions about a case that I haven't talked to that trial team about. So I got to get in there. I got to review all of the cases and figure out what we're going to do case by case.
Anybody else?
What happens to your position? Forgive me if I do not understand. So the position of the public safety, are they now looking to put somebody there, or what happens to that?
Well, he's going to continue in that position until he becomes the Attorney General, so we have a month or so. Before that time, when he is sworn in as the Attorney General, I will appoint someone to take that position.
Last question. When you make appointments, those you appoint are invariably representing you, and the position of Attorney General is kind of, people expect it to be independent of, how will you handle such?
Yeah. So one of the things that I think sometimes people confuse is they look at the Attorney General in Washington, D.C., who is a member of the President's cabinet and who is independent, but also is part of the cabinet, is appointed directly by the President. And we normally, we do expect some independence there. But in regard to the Ohio Attorney General, that person is separately elected, not a member of the governor's cabinet, has the ultimate responsibility of making independently the decision of what cases to file, what cases not to file. So, your question is a very good one, because there is real independence there. This is a very separate office, not a member of the cabinet, separately elected, in this case appointed, but still independent from the governor's office. Anybody else? Let me just close then by saying that I have a great deal of confidence in Andy Wilson. He has carried out everything I've ever asked him to do. He's done it with great professionalism. He's done it with great vigor and great enthusiasm. He has great judgment based upon a number of years dealing with the issues in regard to law enforcement. I would also point out that the prosecuting attorney that he was in Clark County, all our prosecutors also handle civil cases as well. Their civil responsibility is very, very, very important. So the Attorney General's office really meshes those two things: the civil responsibility as the lawyer for the state of Ohio, as well as the responsibility to lead BCI and also APATA, the Ohio Police Officers Training Academy, as well. So Andy talked about East Palestine. He was there. I wanted him there on the scene very, very, very early, and he did a great job. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Why was I under the impression that he had to be approved?
Some of our cabinet folks didn't, so, it's...
Yeah, that's like, because wasn't even Lieutenant Governor had to be approved, did he? Or,
Yes.
yeah, okay. So, but
It's
this
a
one,
separate statewide constitutional
because
office.
it's a constitutional office.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that makes sense.
don't worry, I asked him, like, are you swearing him in today? I'm like, oh, no.